Hey guys, it's Study and welcome back to Comic Space, and this series is quite a jam-packed here for all of the Marvel stuff, with of course the recent release of Daredevil Born Again, from the Thunderbolts coming out, from the Fantastic Four First Steps towards the Wonder Man series IRONHEART, and so much so that we are going to be getting this year. But by the next year, we are going to be heading officially into the last leg of the Multiverse saga, into the Phase 6, and of course the official countdown to Doomsday will be begin. But from next year, we're going to be having some major projects coming back to back, and this past half decade has been in quite a crazy one. It actually has been in quite a roller coaster ride for Marvel Studios themselves, for fans, from major delays to major creative overhaul, going from Avengers Kang Dynasty towards Avengers Doomsday. A lot of things have happened. So again, as we have some updates, and again, this last leg is going to be quite an insane one with Avengers Doomsday, with Spider-Man 4 and with Avengers Secret Wars, and we are talking about one of those projects. Of course, by the thumbnail you guys have probably guessed out, we are talking about Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4, and quite a major piece in the multiverse, again this last leg especially, because we have been hearing from Daniel RPK, and again, if you have been following our channel or have been part of the rumor mill, it is one of the most trusted industry insider that we have, and his track record has been in quite an impeccable one. So, as they have indicated, Spider-Man 4 is basically being developed as a direct sequel, and it will bridge the gap between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, as Avengers Doomsday cannot be delayed for a long, as Spider-Man 4 being a direct sequel, it will need to come out after Doomsday. And again, this is quite an interesting update, because the last video that we did, we talk about some major delays happening to Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, as the Russos were still working on the script and the characters that were going to be part of these films, and again we have been speculating on a potential delay for both of the films, which again it makes sense of how much time that goes into making these films and how much time they needed, and they just recently got on board to direct these films. And again, the original drafts for the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars were scrapped out, and they were still trying to figure out the story, so it did make sense that there could be a potential delay for this film. And I was actually quite surprised when they re-announced these films with the new release schedules for these films. But again, it looks like all is said and done. And again, the production for Doomsday was already delayed by a month or so, because they were still working on the script and tried to refine it more. But again, with all of the things that we have been hearing, and with the quotes from Russo brothers, the release schedule is going to be staying same for the Phase 6. With Avengers Doomsday, with Spider-Man 4, I believe it is coming out in July of 26, and Avengers Secret Wars, and there's supposed to be another film for November 26 release date that we really haven't heard much about it, or what that film is potentially is going to be. We have been long speculating to be as Doctor Strange 3, but we are no longer sure for that if that is going to be the case. But I think Spider-Man 4 is going to be quite a major piece, and now it's been just getting confirmed that it is going to be one singular storyline. Spider-Man 4 is not going to be in prequel to whatever happens with Avengers Doomsday. It is going to be in direct storyline. I mean, there's quite a chance that Avengers Doomsday and the Spider-Man 4 stories run parallel to each other as the films goes, and as the events happen. We gotta see how much of the role that Tom Holland is going to be having in Doomsday, because again, comparatively, Avengers Doomsday is still going to be in much more of a grounded film than Secret Wars is going to be, because Secret Wars is just going to be all out. The whole multiverse is going to be coming together, all of the X-Men variants, all of the Fantastic Four. A lot of things are going to be happening with the Battle World, with God Emperor, Doctor Doom. So again, as the things are shaping up, it looks like Spider-Man 4, of course it is going to be in quite a major piece in the storyline of the Multiverse saga, but it is going to be yet another multiverse story, which of course we have been hearing a lot of things about Spider-Man 4 being much more grounded and in very much character driven story. But again, I think Marvel Studios is going to try to have both of the elements and try to blend it in, and we have been hearing a lot of crazy things about Spider-Man 4, especially the multiversal aspect, and even Doctor Doom showing up in Spider-Man 4. Because I think Doctor Doom is going to be a lot more of an hero, I think, in his own eyes at least, and for a lot of these multiverse heroes even, because he's actually going to be the one who is actually trying to save the multiverse and coming it all together as the Battle World, which again, the story is going to be taking a lot more dramatic turn in character wise of Doom for sure, moving forward towards Secret Wars. Fantastic Four First Step is going to be his introduction. Avengers Doomsday, we really get to see what is this character about. And I think there isn't quite chance of how Spider-Man 4 is turning out to be. Doom also can be part of it at some extent, and again, I think Spider-Man 4 is probably going to be that last piece that takes the whole multiverse on it itself. So again, I think with all of the things that we have been hearing and how this last leg of the multiverse saga is shaping up to be, we are in for a ride for sure. So I think it is time for me to see you guys off on this one. I'm so glad that you guys got the time to hear me out. Thanks for listening to me. This is your host Adi signing off. See you in the next one.